going down Jerome's. So we know that General Manager QB adofo-mensah wanted to implement a Moneyball strategy with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the transition from Moneyball to baseball to the NFL, maybe it's not a one-for-one comparison. It's like, we're not going to replace Jason Giambi with Jeremy Giambi and Scott Hattenberg and a bunch of random jabronis, right? But, the Vikings, they had some maneuvering to do this offseason. They let Kirk Cousins go. They let Danielle Hunter walk to the Houston Texans, heading back home. And the Vikings, well, mainly because Kwesi missed on the 2022 draft class and the Vikings don't have depth. But the Vikings definitely went out and were players in free agency despite taking $60+ million debt on the cap due to void years coming home to roost. And what's amazing is this free agent group that Kwesi has put together. Slinging Sam Darnold, a.k.a. America's quarterback, doing the damn thing, as well as a coterie of other free agents, including Aaron Jones, John Greenard, AVG, reuniting with Flores, as well as Cashman outside. How about that? The Pride of Eden Prairie, former Golden Gopher walk-on team captain. Woo! Love to see it, man. And then also, late in the process, after Mekhi Blackman goes down with an ACL, Stephon Gilmore. I believe that's Mr. Gilmore's. It's fantastic. As well as, I don't know, like I feel like just the addition at the end of Daniel Jones to the practice squad, it might be the best move of them all. Probably not, but you never know, right? So basically, Kwesi has gone full Thanos, collecting all the Infinity Stones of free agency this offseason. And what's even more impressive is that this entire selected group of key free agents this offseason only costs $37.9 million against the cap, which is good. Which is pretty damn good, right? And also the Vikings have around $10 million in cap space in 2024, which rolls over, as well as $78 million estimated in 2025 cap space because So look at this list, breaking it down. So we have the little football emojis by guys who should be Pro Bowlers. So imagine just scooping up 4 random Pro Bowlers off the street. Just no problem. And again, for less than $38 million of 2024 cap hits, which is just amazing. But Darnold, Jones, AVG, Greenard should be in the mix. Also, little footballs, laces out. But Darnold's been amazing, man. Like, he doesn't get enough credit. And also, I feel like he's held to an impossible standard because you look around the league. Lamar has down games. Mahomes has had a lot of down games. Josh Allen has off games. But Darnold has to be perfect almost every single day. But he's had a 100-plus quarterback rating in 9 of his 11 starts. The Vikings are 9-2. Career-high 21 touchdown passes. That's grown and shown. Starting to take care of the football more, which is kind of great. Also, his mobility skills have really covered up a lot of ills along the offensive line. It's amazing, man. Also, Aaron Jones, I still think that they need to pace his touches, but 1,083 scrimmage yards, which is 7th best in the league. You certainly can't sneeze at that. Also, dynamic plays, dynamic runs, his leadership, it's great. Trent Sherfield, special teams dynamo. Trent Sherfield is a dog, man, and I was wrong about him. Like in training camp, he'd make a couple of catches, but they don't show the prowess of special teams in training camp every single day. But he's been great as a gunner. He's been great when he's on offense out there as a blocker. He's just phenomenal, man. I love me some Trent Sherfield. Then defensively, I mean, basically the entire defense was plugged in with defensive free agents, right? Jerry Tillery coming in, playing that 5-tech opposite of Bullard, along with Harrison Phillips at nose. 21 tackles, 9 stops this year. Hottie Ward, 20 pressures, 9 quarterback hits. Like, he's a small-time rotational guy, but when he's in there, he makes ish happen. Love me some Hottie Ward. Then the 2 outside linebackers rushing from the edge who should be Pro Bowlers. John Greenard, 9 sacks this season, 55 pressures, 87.2 PFF grade. Should honestly be in all-pro consideration as well. Same thing with Andrew Van Ginkel. Frankly, AVG should be a dark horse for Defensive Player of the Year. 53 tackles, 9 sacks, 2 touchdowns on pick sixes, forced fumble, and 4 passes broken up. I mean, he's an all-around defensive assassin, right? And also, all these guys, high football IQ, their leadership. I mean, they are able to weather storms of injuries, and they're just a lot of fun to watch. I love it, man. Cashman has been the straw that stirs the drink on the Vikings defense. Wearing the green dot, making plays in coverage, 55 tackles, 3 sacks, 4 passes broken up. He's the director of the organized chaos up front, calling stunts and games. It's just, he's he's hand in glove, right? And also, if he hadn't missed 2 games due to turf toe, I think the Vikings are perfect 11-0 at this stage, but it happens. Grugier-Hill, 3 passes broken up, 2 interceptions, filled in nicely early for Ivan Pace Jr. Going to have to do it again with Pace on IR with that hamstring, but got no sweat with Camus. Also, Jamin Davis could be in the mix too as a blitzer. Go ahead. 2 cornerbacks, Stephon Gilmore, 45 tackles, 6 passes broken up, the game-winning pick against the Jets. And Gilly's had some awesome run support hits on the outside, around the outside, as well as Shaq Griffin. So, Murph has been, playing pretty damn good this year. And when the Vikings have been a base, Griff has been the odd man out. But when he's in there, he's been good. He's got a pick, 2 passes broken up, 74 quarterback rating when thrown at, which is the lowest amongst all the Vikings rotational corners. And Shaq's been really damn good in his own right. And then the 2 midseason additions, John Parker Romo, who had been with the Vikings during the offseason a bit. Was let go at the beginning of training camp, as Will Rockford has established himself as one of the best kickers in the National Football League before he got hurt with the quad injury. But Parker Romo, 8 for 8 on field goals, 5 of 6 on PATs. Also had the game-winning kick against Chicago. No problem. Like, no sweat, man. It's fantastic to see. And lastly, Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, Vanilla Vic. Hey, we needed some safety depth, so we signed Daniel Jones, but I mean, Jones is a legitimately great insurance plan, as well as giving the Vikings flexibility for the future. So all in all, like, how can, again, for essentially the price of Kirk Cousins and Danielle Hunter combined, the Vikings got all of this, and it almost brings a tear to your eye. Right. And I know that Kwesi gets pooped for the 2022 draft class, but the 2023 and 2024 classes in the draft have gotten precipitously better. But I mean, this is legitimately fantastic pro personnel scouting, right? And consulting with your coaches, talking about who would fit here, and Rob Brzezinski working his magic with the salary cap, and just getting good dudes, tough football players with high football IQ that want to be part of a team, and especially on the defensive side of the ball, like, the free agents are a big reason why this unit has gelled so quickly and become the top pressure defense in the league and one of the best in the NFL. So it's pretty damn amazing. So Kwesi, I mean, people give Kwesi a lot of poop, sometimes for good reason, but this free agent class, honestly, it could go down as the best in National Football League history. Like, where else do you just get 4 Pro Bowlers, including potentially 2 All-Pros, as well as a potential Defensive Player of the Year, or maybe 2 of them? Don't know. As well, Darnold, most improved player. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. Vikings 2024 free agent class, the best in NFL history. It's close. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.